Hello, my name is Alexandra Janelli with Theta Spring Hypnosis out of New York City. I get a lot of questions about, can everybody be hypnotized? And I'd like to answer that today for you. The short answer is yes, everybody can be hypnotized. The longer answer is no, and here's why. Everybody can be hypnotized because technically hypnosis is a natural state that you go into every night and every morning when you fall asleep and when you wake up. So hypnosis is really the state between awake and sleep, and you go through it each and every night and every morning. The longer answer, though, is not everybody will allow you to be hypnotized. So if you came into my office and you said, there is no way you're going to hypnotize me, I won't let you, then I can't. You have to be a willing participant to be hypnotized. Now, there are a couple other things that can inhibit the process, and as I always tell clients when they come in and prior to doing hypnosis with them, I tell them, you cannot do hypnosis wrong, and here's why. I can do hypnosis wrong, but you can't. If you allow yourself to be in the process and just follow along, eventually you'll get there. But if you're laying there trying to make it work because it has to work and needs to work, you're almost setting yourself up for a failure. It's kind of like getting into bed at night, laying there and saying, go to sleep. I have to go to sleep. I need to go to sleep. You're almost creating an anxiety of necessity versus want. And this can begin to be a big block for people. The other issue that can happen is people tend to worry about, am I doing it right or am I doing it wrong? And truly, the more that you overthink the process rather than allowing yourself to be in the process, the more you'll inhibit yourself. And so if you just allow yourself to know that hypnosis, as you go through it, is about 80% relaxing the body and then the mind, and then you'll eventually get into the hypnotic state, the more you can allow yourself to be in the process. And so here's how I explain it. I speak in a very direct line. For example, it's very linear. I'm going to guide you from point A to point B, which is the awake conscious state to the hypnotic state. Now, as you go through that line, your mind is going to be going all over the place, crossing back and forth over that line. So first we relax the body. Then I tell people not to worry about your thoughts because at one point through that process of relaxation, the mind will then begin to also taper in and relax after the body begins to relax. And then when the body begins to relax, the mind will, and then when the mind begins to relax, the conscious mind begins to open up, allowing you access to the subconscious mind. Now, it's not uncommon that anxious clients can be worried that they're not going to be able to be hypnotized. And you'll use a little bit of a different technique with anxious clients because you don't want them to focus on their breath. Now, a lot of hypnotherapists are going to get them deep into their breathing. An anxious client already is breathing pretty shallow. And so to point out to them that they can take a deep breath while in the hypnotic state might elicit a bit of a frustration or fear within them because when you're in the hypnotic state, your breath is going to go from a nice rolling breath to very shallow. And so you don't necessarily want to point out to an anxious client to take a deep breath in the hypnotic state because their breath is already shallow and they'll actually begin to maybe panic. And so what's great to use with an anxious client to get them into the hypnotic state is more a sensation of floating or feeling grounded. So feeling light as a feather, or even getting them into their body of how heavy they can feel. And then whatever they're on, like a chair or a bed, can actually feel almost like it's floating. And so it's really beginning to meet a client where they're at. You might even, if you're a hypnotherapist, start by doing a quick 5-minute, let me show you how this works, and do a quick little induction for them and bring them out. That way their mind can create a subconscious association of what to expect, thereby creating that association on a subconscious level. And then when you do it again, they're going to be much more prepared, knowing what to expect, that they're much more willing to go there with you because they already know what to expect more. So hypnosis is kind of like digging a hole. The first time you do it, you're going to hit rocks, there's going to be some resistance. the second time you do it, you've already broken through the ground. And so the ground gets a little softer, more palatable as you begin to go down. And so letting people know what to expect, showing them and using the right techniques with them can also begin to allow people to be hypnotized much more easily. Again, my name is Alexandra Janelli with Theta Spring Hypnosis here in New York City, and I hope I answered your question of, can everyone be hypnotized?